Hello and welcome back to Math Time. This time we're going to look at solid shapes, the ones that we had yesterday and the day before. So did you come ready for your activity? Remember, you need a bowl, something with a round edge, a pencil or a pen, marker, whatever you like to draw with, scissors, and a piece of paper. Because today I'm going to show you how to make a birthday hat. Are you ready? So let me position the camera so you can see what we're doing here. There you can see I have the paper, and my equipment ready. So first step is to put your bowl on the paper, like this. Try to put the bowl on the paper so that half of it is off the paper and half of it is on. Then you're going to take your pencil or crayon or marker, whatever you have that makes a line, and you're going to make a tracing all around the edge of the bowl from one end to the other. I'm being very careful not to mark the tablecloth. Don't need the bowl anymore. Now, what do we have? A semicircle. It's a half circle. So carefully, I'm going to cut out my semicircle. Hope you're doing this along with me. It's more fun with company. And now, I think I'll just make it look a little bit interesting. A little bit of decorating. What does yours look like? Not using too many colors, but that's okay. It's a birthday hat, so it has to have a little bit of interesting things on it. There. Mine came out like this. What did yours come out like? Okay, next step, I have to see if I have my tape here on the table. Well, it was here a minute ago. Got it. Okay, you need a piece of tape. Any kind of tape will do. You can take a little piece of tape first and leave it ready. That's a trick I have because now my hands are going to be busy. So you're going to hold your semicircle with the decoration facing away from you. And fold it around like the teepees that we made. Remember we made those teepees? I'm going to do that one more time. It's pretty easy, but you have to look. You're going to put it on top of your hand and hold the bottom corner. Don't let go, just pinch the corner there. See, I have a pinch. Wrap it around and play with it until you have a point. See, it has a point, not open like this. Nice closed point. And carefully hold it. So that the bottom is nice and flat. And here's where I put a piece of tape from the outside to the inside, pinch it, and voila, a birthday hat. Now, what am I doing this for? Well, let's take a look at this. If you look at it straight on like this, what shape do you see? I see a triangle. Here, I kind of feel a point. And when I look at the bottom, interesting. What does that look like? Yes, it is round. Can I hold something inside? Sure, I could fill it up with some candies or popcorn or water if it was a really tightly wound cup. But I'm not going to use it to hold something right now. It's actually a birthday hat. Remember, it was Cheddar's birthday party yesterday. Do you have a name for this shape? Sure you do. It's easier to think of the name if you imagine putting some ice cream in it. Then you would call it an ice cream cone. That's exactly right. Right behind me, you can see that shape on the poster. That is an ice cream, rather it is a cone. It's a cone. And look, that has the same shape, but is made into a birthday hat, just like ours. So the cone has two shapes, just like other solids. On one side, it's a shape like a triangle. And the other side, it's a shape of a circle. But it is actually a solid because yes, it has volume. It could hold something inside. It's not a flat triangle. Well, I hunted around my house to look for some cone-shaped objects, and it was really hard. Maybe you'll be luckier when you look around your house, because in my house, we don't have ice cream cones. In fact, I had to make this cone to even just have one for our video. I did find something that you might agree is something like a cone. The bottom is circular, it's round. What do you think? Sort of, kind of, right? It's wider at the bottom and more narrow at the top, but it's like somebody cut off the very top. It's kind of like if you continued this line up here, there would be a point around there. So this is the closest I could get to a cone shape in my house. What about your house? I'd be so curious for you to send pictures of items in your house that actually are cone shaped. If you don't have any, then you can be creative and make your own. And let's remember the difference between our different shapes that we learned this week. So we learned about the sphere. It rolls and it never stops. It rolls on any side. And it's a solid. It could hold something inside. It's a solid. We also learned about cylinders. Cylinder looks like a rectangle on one side, and the other two are circles. It does roll, but only one way. It doesn't roll end to end. Another shape that we learned about this week was called box shape. This is the rectangular solid, two long sides, two short sides. Right? And it definitely can hold something inside. This one is actually tea. And there was the other box-shaped solid, which is a square on all sides. And what do we call this? A cube. That's right. So here we have it. Our shapes for the week have been cone, cylinder, cube, rectangular solid, and sphere. So in math time today, we practiced counting by tens, and we also practiced some subtraction problems, making number sentences with sheep. And we reminded ourselves of the different kinds of solids that we have all around us. So I have seen your pictures, wonderfully done, of items around your house, such as spheres, cubes, rectangular solids, and cylinders. So this time, for this weekend, I would like you to find some cone-shaped objects in your house that are not flat like paper. They're actually solids shaped like a cone. That's a big challenge because, as I told you, the closest I could find in my house is not even a true cone. It's just something like a cone. How about you? I'll be so curious on Monday to check that out. Meanwhile, have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Have lots of fun, get plenty of sleep. Remember to read your Bible and to say your prayers, and I'll see you Monday. Bye now. God bless you.